Dana, is any word on what happened to Crow Cop?
What do you mean?
Well, the injury, I presume he's not coming to the press conference.
Yeah, no, here's what happened. You know, obviously he got hit with some big shots tonight, and he went to the, he refused to go to the hospital. I made him go to the hospital because he's going to fly 20 hours on a plane, and I want to know that he's okay. So he just left 15 minutes ago.
But did he get poked in the eye? Do you know? Was it a bone thing?
No, he was saying he was fine. He was saying he was fine and didn't want to go to the doctor. You know, he took some big shots from a heavy puncher tonight, and you know, I think it could be one of those things where, you know, when you start to get older, man, you see all the openings, but you can't pull the trigger. And Dos Santos is no joke because the kid hits hard. He's been knocking people out, and tonight was a big fight for him that definitely put him on the heavyweight map now. He's in the mix.
Dan, you talked before the fight about Vitor Belfort possibly being in the mix with Anderson Silva with a win. Do the weight issues cause any concern there at 195 versus 185, and can you justify that without the Mark Ford and Anderson fight happening?
Now, Vitor Belfort is a 185-pound fighter. That's his weight division, and we did this thing. Listen, I tried to put on Rich and Henderson again. The fans didn't like it, so I switched the fight. We went out, we acquired Vitor Belfort, and we made a fight that people did want to see. Yeah, to be honest with you, the way that the last two fights happened with Marquardt and Henderson against Anderson Silva, I think it would be better to see them fight each other. The winner of that be the next contender, and I think Vitor's ready. I think Vitor's ready to fight Anderson Silva.
Vitor, can you talk a little bit about making the return to the UFC and you know, just what the whole experience was after being quite some time?
Yeah, it's just like in life. We go through battles, we go through phases, and it wasn't a smart move that I did before. I remember I was sitting down and we were watching the Super Bowl after the title. Remember that? And I had one fighter managing me at that time, and then I said, okay, let's negotiate. The guy said, okay, then email me the contract. And after that, I said, man, this guy's crazy. Talking with Dana, you don't know, Dana want to negotiate the contract, and just bad mistake I made in the past, but it's my fault. I'm not going to give it to no one. I made bad moves, but you know, the Bible said the glory of the second house is bigger than the first, and I'm ready to get that. Nobody's going to take that from me. What God gave me, I'm going to receive it.
For Vitor, please. People have always identified your aggression as your style. Tonight was a very patient fight. Was there hesitancy on your part? Was that the game plan going in? Or was it something that Rich was doing that caused that decision?
My new weapon I'm adding in my game is karate. It's just something that I want to use it right now. So in this fight, I was taking my time. You know, I was feeling the fight. I'm like, as soon as I land something, I make sure I have the zip code, the address, and the social security. I don't like to throw things away. You know, I train so hard. I'm training so hard for this fight. You know what I mean? I'm away from my family for almost 3 months. I have 3 babies, and I'm just sacrificing. I'm getting the reward. It's like, if you want to buy the gold, you need to buy the field first. So I think it's just a reaction of my timing. So I'm taking my time. Sometimes I'm aggressive, but as soon as I start, I make sure I fight. You know, that's what people want to see.
Dana, does Vitor's performance tonight make your decision and Joe Silva's decision-making middleweights easier or more complicated now?
Easier. You know, it's good to have Vitor. There was, you know, you're in this place in the 185-pound division where you have a guy that's so dominant. You know, anytime you can come up with new, exciting fights for him, it's great. And actually, I love where we're at right now. I love the fact that we have Vitor in that weight class. And that's why I said I really like the idea of Marquardt and Henderson fighting each other to see who gets the, you know, I think Henderson's fight with him, he laid there and covered his mouth for a whole round, and then Anderson came out and finished it in the beginning of the second round, and he finished Nate Marquardt in the first round. So I think having them fight makes sense.
And then would you see the winner fight Anderson?
Yeah.
And then Vitor would keep going towards that place as well?
Yeah, I think Vitor might be ready now.
Was there any progress on the Henderson front?
On Henderson?
Yeah.
Dan and I are friends. We're friends. We'll get together this week.